Hello everyone, Miraj here, and first thing first, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And today I will show you my last 4 games to reach pro rank with the Archgriffin deck. And I want to point out a couple of things. Reaching pro rank is not that difficult. What you need is just to have a clear idea of the deck and to build it properly. You don't need to use any broken stuff if you want to reach pro rank. And second and most important thing, you have to play it correctly. You have to play around the opponent's deck. You have to adapt to the circumstances, to the coin flip, to your draws and the opponent's draw. I mean, you have to adapt to everything. And that's the important thing. You have to play around the cards. You have to understand the matchup. So if the opponent does not like to be bled in round 2, you have to bleed him in round 2, to bleed him in round 2, and so on. So I will leave you to the commentary because my house is not that quiet every time, so I cannot always just play and comment at the same time. And I hope you enjoy, and again, have nice holidays. So first game is against Nilfgaard. And this is something strange because I don't see the tactical decision that much. So I have just to figure out what deck it is. My mulligan is always trying to get some cards to push the opponents out of the round so that I can play the Archgriffin safely. And I'm on blue, so I can also use the Crystal Skull to get a nice Archgriffin, a nice Griffin Witcher later. So I start with the safest play, which is the Witcher Adept. The problem with Nilfgaard is that they have the Tourney Joust to just get rid of it, but it's still the safest play. I wait for the opponent just to fetch some information, and after the opponent dropped the Infiltrator, I know that it's a Kolgrim all-in kind of deck, so... And against this deck I'm pretty confident, because if I can get the last say with my Geralt's reset and Erland, it's done. I mean, I cannot lose. So I just wait for him to get to do his next move, and the next move is just a small engine like the Nausicaa. And here I have to put down my engine. So I put down the Griffin Witcher, and next will be probably the Egmont Impera Brigade, so thinning going on and stuff like that. Oh, and now I thought about putting down the Visigoths because I'm trying to get good points, and I'm trying to get also an Archgriffin, and I have also the Fortune Teller for the Griffin Witcher. My opponent plays a lot of tempo in one round. I don't know if he thought I was just giving up the round, but definitely I'm not. And I put the Egmont and just keep going with the engines. Now it's my opponent to go. The next move, my move will be the Fortune Teller. Almost. I don't understand this move by my opponent, just locking the drummer. I don't know if he has some plan, something to do with the cards that remain to him. Still, I spread the boost with the Visigoths. I don't want to play the Archgriffin, it's too risky against Nilfgaard. But now my engine are going on, so I'm pretty confident I can pretty much win this game. I can also commit the Ciri Dash, so if he wants to go deep, I can get my card, or he is forced to just get out of the round. My Griffin Witcher is also putting out a lot of work with the Veil combo with Adrenaline 3. He's really carrying some games when I'm able to do so. I invest also the Geralt because this is the one Geralt that I can invest without fear this round. and I just force all the boost out of Visogota. I was thinking here to just not use the boost, just to maybe he wanted to go on, but with the boost from Visogota he go out of the round and that's it. So, as I said at the beginning, I don't want to push against a Kolgrim all-in because I have all the Geralts available, the Irden is in my hand, so I dry pass and just wait. I'm also fine in getting a lot of additional units in my deck with the Cynthia, the Infiltrator, stuff like that, because I can boost them with Erland and get even more points. Now I'm fetching for the Geralt Igni, and I have it because I have the Geralt Quen, to be honest, and I have still to invest my leader ability. And now I'm just chilling, putting down the defender so that to see what he can have, and wait for a good moment to use Anna Stranger and get the full engine value going. The idea here is that he is doing stuff that it's not much important, so I just put down my Witcher Adept because I don't want to boost my defender too much, and just wait. Coated weapon, and it's not optimal. I just decided at the end to boost the defender up again and get another Witcher Adept. So here is just chilling and putting down some cards, because against this deck, again, the important thing is just to have last say, have a Irden and maybe a Geralt Igni to just wipe out the board of Kolgrim and copy the Kolgrim and stuff. You can see here I'm not scared even about the defender, because yeah, my Geralt, Igni and Irden do not target. So here I committed the Anna Stranger, I think, or the Erland. They are the two options. I do not have anymore a way to boost the Anna Stranger, but that's not a problem. So a Kolgrim come out. Here the opponent disconnected, but I had everything and I was even ahead on points. If you want to pause the video, I can also show you the screen. And this was every time a win, easy win, to be honest. Even if he has the Letho, I can just destroy one Kolgrim with the Igni and just reset the full row with the Irden. Next game is against an assimilate deck, and this is a little bit tougher. I mean, against an assimilate. I interpret it as an assimilate during the mulligan, and I mulliganed to get the most out of my pushing out of round 1 potential. Again, blue coin. I started with a usual Radovid's Royal Guard, but then as soon as the operator come down, I know I'm against a mill deck, and against a mill deck I don't want him to copy too many Kingslayers, so I immediately played the defender, and this forces the Vilgefortz out. So this was a good move by me. Fortunately, Anna Stranger comes out from the deck, and now I want to I get an interesting synergy, because I can transform the Kingslayer with the Witcher Adept. Now he copy one Kingslayer immediately before it's too late, and he did it. He did the right choice. But now I just transform the Witcher, and it's just a matter of time. Now I cannot lose the first round. I have to push the first round. I have a lot of points with the engines. I'm pretty confident into playing engines without aligning too much, because yes, he cannot essentially answer anything if he wants to mill me. So I just invested a couple of things going on. I thought he would maybe pass sometimes, because he cannot continue milling me. He cannot copy the Kingslayer on my side. But I was a little bit wrong, because Mill wants to play until the end. I put down other engine. I just used the Crystal Skull to make him think that I want to pass. But now comes down the Cantarella for the best option for him. So he has a lot of points into the deck with my Erland, unfortunately, because this can be game losing. But I have to push again because Erland can make him win round 1 easily, and so I put down all my engines. I want to preserve something like Visogota or Egmund if I can, because they can do a lot of points. So I keep them in hand, and I'm trying definitely to push them out of the round. Here I play also the Geralt because I don't think I will need it in round 3 to get to win. Here is a lot of points gap, and here I think they are forced to pass. But definitely the Erland pool with the Cantarella was maybe the best pool they can ever get, and makes the matchup tougher because now they have some more points. Mulligan here is just to get the best card possible. Obviously I want maybe the Irden because usually they play Kolgrim to get the points, to get enough points. Here I thought a lot about dry passing, but it's the right choice because I have long round cards that can develop a lot of points, but I have only 5 cards in hand. So even if they mill me, then I can put down the Visogota, I can put down the Egmund, and I can put down a Veiled Griffin Witcher and get an insane amount of points. But I need more times, more turns. Here he matta me, and I just leader to get the last Northern Realm cards and don't waste the 5 points. I played the Radovid Royal Guards with in mind to play the Visogota as soon as possible. Here the Griffin Witcher is down, and I have remembered the Fortune Teller in hand to get even more points later. Egmund also come down. And now it's just putting down my engine. Don't align too many things for some random Igni or stuff like that, and just wait for him to put the Kolgrim and get my finisher value with Irden. Now you see also the importance of the Griffin Witcher, because he moved my Griffin Witcher in the ranged row because he think he will not ping, but when he is veiled, the Griffin Witcher can still ping even if he is on the ranged row. Finally I put down also the Visogota, and this is a pretty straightforward matchup. I mean, I just put down my engine, keep them rolling. I see that he cannot answer the Visogota. I just stack all the boost. He plays the Kolgrim last card. I play the Irden last card. I have too many points and they cannot do anything about it. Next matchup. Is I don't remember. Spellatel maybe. Let's wait a little bit, because you know it's too strong of a deck, so it needs a lot of time to get me. Oh, this is a Witcher, let's say mirror, but my deck is quite different. So Mulligan is always the same. I just try to get enough tools to push the opponents out. He started with the Griffin Witcher, which is a good start, and I start just as usual with the Radovid's Royal Guard. The problem is that the opponent mirror me, and I play the Griffin Witcher, but now he has the armor advantage. So definitely my opponent starts better than me. So Griffin Witcher Adept now, and I just put the Egmund, and I want to make my engine work as soon as possible. So he's now developing a lot of Witchers to get the best plays after. I put down a Stranger for a lot of engine value. And yeah, pretty much I'm just seeking for a good opportunity to get maybe to win on even though it will be very difficult. I still have also the Geralt Quen, so if he will give me some good opportunity, I will take some Geralt Igni, let's say. So usual stuff here. I also have the Veil onto the Griffin Witcher, something that I always seek. I see also that he cannot answer my Visogota, so I thought that this was a good time to just risk an Archgriffin and just put some boost on it. Even if he passes, if he answers my Archgriffin here, I can still keep playing because I have some points. The Geralt Quen makes me fear he has something, but as soon as Erland comes down, I think I know that he has no answers to the Archgriffin, so I can just all in into it as much boost as I can. I know also that he can click the Erland to get a lot of points, but I have the Geralt Quen for the Irden, so I just veiled my Witcher. Griffin Witcher. I know that the random ping will hit a lot of shields, but still it can be some it can be points here. He just plays one of the farmers there, and it's the perfect target for my Geralt, and I get even more points because my automatic engines like the Griffin Witcher, the Egmont, the Anna are ticking, so it's even a better situation. So now he is forced to play the Erland if he wants to stay in the round, but I have the answer with the Quen into the Irden. It just plays the Kair Seren. This is just a weak play, and it's never good enough. So I just play the Geralt Quen, get the Irden, get the reset, and now it's a lot of points. I boost, I put all the boost on the Archgriffin to get the maximum value, and that's it. I win an even, and I have double last say if I pass, if I try pass. I have a lot of carryover. I drew also my Igni, so there's no point into there's no point in not pushing, so I just push again because my Erland finisher is too good. So I can definitely push this time. Just expanding some cards, some random cards. Because the problem is here is that I do not have Irden anymore, so I do not have some good answer to long round. Usually I have both Igni and Irden. This time I have only Igni. Now I just boost and move because it's the only way I can get a Igni if it will be good enough. Unfortunately, my Igni is not good enough because it's not enough points for me to get around, so I just pass and just chill. Now I have to find the Erland. But I have a lot of Erland or the Archgriffin actually, so I have a lot of chance to get those, and I get the Erland, so this is very good. I don't want to draw the Archgriffin right now, so I was like thinking about not mulligan in the last card, and I did it. Now it's the right time to get out one of the Witcher trio with the random ping from my Witcher, Griffin Witcher. And he is just playing some, slamming down some points. I'm waiting for a good opportunity to get an Igni, which will be impossible not to get. And yes, just play an interactive Erland. And fortunately, I get a decent Igni and just win for by a lot of points thanks to the Archgriffin of the first round. Yes, here it was just to get to be patient. I risked a little bit the Archgriffin there, but I was on red, so I could not have been punished that much. Finally, we have the last game against Spellatel, Precision Strike, which is tough as a matchup because they have a lot of control tools. And I'm on blue again, so unfavored again. But if I play correctly, I will just again try to force the first round. I think this is the best move I have at my disposal as a first play. They will maybe not care about getting rid of it immediately, and then I can play some stuff. He's a special cards heavy deck because you can see from the cards that he's putting here. the Sarah gets points for every special card that you get, and the same for the other that I get rid of immediately. And the defender helps me to just manage all the control he has. He also played a very proactive tempo with the Novigradian Justice, but I don't care in the first round. I want to set up as many engine as I can. I don't want to align anything. You see that I put every turn some engine, and just ping with my Witchers and just get other engine going on. The problem here is that I'm getting 2 8s aligned, but I cannot do anything about it. And the problem, the main problem here is that the random ping of my Witcher goes to the 8, so it gives him the perfect Scorch. The problem here for him is that he calculated badly, so I get a draw, and for me this is a very good outcome. I don't have much carryover, but I have a lot of cards in the deck, so Erland will be still big. So he plays these cards to give Veil to something. I played the guard just to get some points going, but I know he has a lot of control tools, so I don't expect him her to be good. He plays the Alzur, and I decided immediately to just sacrifice my guard, move the Alzur on the melee row to get for sure some Igni value, because my guard would have been answered nevertheless, so there's no point to try to boost him. And I play for the shield, so just against my opponent's strategy to make him have less points as possible. And he understands it. He just puts some spells and gets some value out of the Alzur. Use the leader to get rid of my shields and my adept and my points. So now it's time for again playing against my opponent's strategy. Play the Erland, not giving him any target to interact with. This is the best Geralt of Rivia I will ever get with the Gord. I just play the Geralt of Rivia, get rid of it, and now he plays his last card, which is a Becker's Rockslide, and I give him a terrible Becker Rockslide just playing around stuff. Now I'm trying to figure out how to recover that many points, because there are quite a few, and I figured out that in the front row, if I can boost all the cards, it's 35 points, which is perfect for my Igni, but I cannot do it, so I just do one booster with the Visogota, get 2 7s and win by 2 points. And that's it. So you see here how much the adapting to the opponent's deck is important, and that's the best hint I can give you to just reach pro rank and play correctly and have a lot of fun also, because playing correctly and playing around stuff and just not just do the things mindlessly, so just throwing cards without a purpose is not fun to me. But if you have a plan, you stick to the plan, you change your plan and you adapt, that's the best part of the game and of playing to me. So see you next time, and have a good day and have a good holidays.